Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I've been gone for a while, maybe like 2 weeks. That's a long time. Maybe like more like 3 weeks. That's a long time in the YouTube world. But child, I got something to tell y'all. I got fired. Yeah, I got fired. And you know what? I was happy. I was ecstatic. Now, it may seem a little irresponsible, you know, because I am married, but I was happy to leave there. He was like, all right, I gotta let you go. And I'm like, deuces.
What? Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Wait,
I was like, bye y'all. But let me tell y'all why I was so happy. Okay, so let me rewind to the beginning. Okay, so I was at the salon, you know, but I wasn't making enough money to really, we want to buy a house. So I wasn't really making enough money to buy a house. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna need another job. What can I do? Because me, I'm clumsy, I'm forgetful, I have a short attention span. Like, the workforce was not made for people like me, and I have struggled my whole life, and I have a hard time being on time. I'm an amazing worker. Like, I do exactly what you tell me to do, and you know, but when it comes to those things, it's never worked. So that's when I became a cosmetologist. Look, I'm going to another story. Look, you see how my attention span? Okay, so I was like, okay, well, let me look. I was like looking at, you know, the list of jobs, and I'm like, I always wanted to work at a bank. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna apply. So I applied, and I applied 3 different times because I didn't want them to tell me no. Okay, so I applied to 3. The first one I didn't get. The second one, I was like, okay, so it was 2 that was in good area, and it was 1 that was in a bad area. Once I got once I did the interview for the first one, and then I had the same lady to do the interview, I was like, come on, well, look, you know me, we know each other, we friendly, okay? I need a job. I'm trying to do something with my life. And so she was like, okay. So when I did get the first job, and after I had a conversation with her, I was like, they finna put my ass in the goddamn ghetto. They finna put me in the ghetto. And so after the first one, the second one, she was like, I didn't place you here, but I got you. She put me in the ghetto, okay? So I was like, okay, you know, it's the bank. Yeah, how professional can you get? It's the bank. So, you know, I had a pep talk with myself. I said, Michelle, you gonna be on time. You gonna be dressed to the nines. And you got this. I had a pep talk because it's time to grow up, okay? We can't just say, oh, we got bad time and oh, this is this. We need to start making some changes, okay? So I got there and I was like happy. Like, it was right before we went on a cruise, so I had told them that I already had a cruise planned. So it took me a little bit longer to go through training. So, you know, the guy, he was friendly, but I couldn't tell if he was like friendly or flirty. But you know, didn't matter to me, kept it cordial. Okay. I was like, okay, so you know, I came in with my little, you know, business attire, because I always love to dress up. I always wanted a job where I can dress. You know, that's really what I wanted to do. Dress. It wasn't really to be at the bank. It was so I could dress how I want to dress. And so the first couple of days, like, I was just with the branch manager, you know, figuring out things. And then one day, you know, I had came in, I always come and say, hey, how you doing, da da da. So one day I came in, you know, not paying attention, with my head down, whatever the case is, and I say, hey, branch manager. And then the girl, I guess, I ain't see her right there because she wasn't there the couple of days that I had came in. She was like, oh, hey. And I was like, oh, girl, I didn't even see you right there. I don't know what that was about. She was like, that's my office you going in. I'm like, okay, girl. I'm just happy to get a job, okay? What are you talking about? I don't give a damn who office it is. But I was like, okay, maybe she's just playing. Maybe that's how she played. See, I should have noticed that. I don't know. Okay, so I'm like in training, you know, it was the boringest training. It was so long. You had to read all these passages. My attention span is short, and I'm just like twirling around in the chair. I know you're like, girl, Michelle, come on there. Turn around in the chair. The training was so long. It felt like forever. It felt like I was in there forever. So then, you know, once I finally, you know, once I was done with the training for the day, I would go into the teller area where it's kind of like a box because they had the what the hell you call it? Bulletproof glass. Okay. So it was kind of like an area you go in, and you know, I would just sit there, you know, try to be friendly, you know, get to know the people, get to know the fields, all that. And you know, everybody seemed cool. You know, I was like trying, like, I think I was trying my darndest. They hired me for part-time, but I was trying my darndest to be full-time. So even when my training was done, I was still going to tell it, and I would stay until the end of the day. You know, I wasn't supposed to, but hey, I'm trying to get them full-time hours because I'm trying to buy a house, right? So you know, I was like trying to, you know, learn, trying to like, hey, they really didn't want to teach me nothing. Like, they was getting an attitude with me when they when I had a question. They had an attitude when they had to tell me anything. Like, girl, like I was trying my damnness to learn. Like, even before I got out of training, I was like, well, let me work the computer. You work the money. I don't gotta work the money. Let me work the computer, because I'm just a person, like, I gotta get my hands in there to figure it out, because if you tell me, I'm not gonna know anyways. So they didn't want to teach me nothing. And it was like weird, because like everybody know when a new person come in, anywhere that I've worked, they know when a new person come in, like, it's a collective, like, we're gonna train them together. At least you have like a training person, or we're gonna train collectively. And everybody know that when somebody come in, and when somebody new come in, they don't know what the hell they doing. They gonna need somebody. You have to tell a couple of times before they get in, especially depending on the type of person they is. Like, if they don't retain stuff audibly, you know, you might have to show them, you know. So they didn't want to show me nothing, and I'm just like, this is so weird. Okay. So one day, I was like sitting at the desk, you know, waiting to go home, and the branch manager came behind me and shook my chair. And it, like, anybody that know me, no, do not come behind me and do nothing, because you gonna get hit, okay? Even if it's just a little bit, like, you gonna get hit. Everybody know that about me. So he came and shook the thing. My initial reaction said, bam, I hit him right in the chest. I think it shocked him that I did that, and I'm like, oh my god, I only been on this job for 2 weeks, and I already done hit the damn branch manager. And so he was like, that hit didn't hurt, that hit didn't hurt. You know, every time, you know, man, when they little feelings get hurt, that little, what is it, pride, whatever it is, get hurt, you know, they try to, you know, flex it off, whatever the case is. Okay, so, you know, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like shocked. I didn't say nothing, but it's like, don't do that, you know. And I think that's what I said, and I was like, no, don't do that, like, don't do that. So I think, so then he had came and he did it again. So now I'm thinking, like, maybe this man is flirting, you know. He did it again, and I was like, don't do that, like, you know. Cause you see the first time, now you asking for it, you know. And so he did it again. I said, okay, now I'm gonna have to have a conversation with your ass, because you don't get it. So I said, I think the next time that I went in, I'm pissed. I went home, you know, told my husband, because it's like, why do you keep putting me, like, I personally been through a lot, you know. And it's like, when you do that, you put me in a fight or flight state, you know. And it's like, normally if somebody get hit, they don't do that shit again. But you know, we in the ghetto, that shit don't work, you know. Okay, I'm sorry about it, cause okay, But so I was like, I need to have a conversation. So I was like, I need to talk to you. So I brought him in the room because I didn't want to tell him in front of all the girls because, like, you know how people be big, they got to get a big chest. So I was like, I don't appreciate how you shook my chair because it puts me in a fight or flight, state. And I could tell by the way I was coming at him, he probably wasn't used to no woman coming to him like that. Like, I came to him straightforward. It wasn't aggressive, but it was assertive. And he kind of was getting his feelings, and I could tell. And I'm like, hold on, his voice raising, and I'm like, the conversation is not going the way where I want to. And I'm like, hey, this is my personal space. This is my personal bubble. Don't cross it. Don't come over it. Like, he was like, all right, got you. From that point on, he didn't say shit to me. He didn't say nothing. He didn't touch me. He looked my way. He didn't even ask me if I had no money. He asked me, do I have nothing? He didn't even go get nothing off my station. And it's like, I can appreciate that, but why does it have to go to that lengths for you to respect someone's space? And I guess, like, he probably used to playing with the girls like that, but I'm not that one. I don't play like that. I don't like playing. Not like that. Not when you're not my man. So yeah, that was the first instance. And I think I called HR because, like, how many times do I have to tell you to not touch me? But I didn't go through with it because, like, I called HR, they set it up, but they did everything email. And like I said, my attention span, if I'm taking customers all day, I don't have time to go. And then I'm not even going to remember. So it just kind of swept under the rug. So after that, like, I was arguing with these girls every day about something. And it's like, I was trying to be, patient and trying to be, I guess because I'm the new girl in there, so I'm trying to see how does this system work, because, like, what's going on. And I think it's even one time that I went to the branch manager and I was like, yo, I have to come in here and I have to argue with somebody every day. And basically what he's like, you just gonna have to say something to him. First of all, why is this work environment like this anyway? That's your job to set the tone for the branch, not mine, because they're not gonna listen to me. I'm not the branch manager. So once he told me that, I was like, I already can see where it's going. But I try to hold on, because, like, again, I want to buy a house. I'm trying to hold it down for my husband. He can't do it by himself. So I stuck in there. And so the same thing happened with the girl. Like, I was outside. She had hit my shoulder or something, and I was literally this close from punching her in the face. Like, I'm like, please stop touching me. Like, you don't have to touch me to talk to me. You don't have to touch me to do anything. Do not touch me. If you touch me, be like, Michelle, hey, how you doing? Like, but how she hit me, she, like, hit me like that. Like, it had a little force behind it. And she almost got punched in the face. And I'm like, Lord, I need to leave because, like, my anxiety, like, when I tell you, my anxiety has gotten so bad working at that job. Come to work, arguing every day with somebody, child. Feeling like I'm not safe. Feeling like, that's not even talking about how many fucking, I'm sorry. That's not even talking about how many times the bank got shot up. We're not even talking about that. The bank that got shot up twice since I've been there. I ain't even been there for a year. And then now I gotta argue with these girls. Obviously they jealous something, because, like, I'm a nice person. Even if you don't like me, I'm still gonna act like I like you. Like, because this is a work area and I want to be comfortable enough that I can come to work, get my work done, and go home and don't have to think about y'all. So I was just trying to be mature about it, trying to be like, but I was calling off at least once a week. Like, I started counseling, like, because I was trying my hardest to be professional in an unprofessional setting. Like, it was so hard to be professional in the setting. They even stole my my chip out of my phone. Like, literally, they stopped. Like, They stole the SIM card out of my phone, okay? Once I realized that they stole the SIM card out of my phone, I took my black ass back up there and wondered who the fuck took my SIM card out of my phone. And it's like, I'm not even that type of person. Like, you have to really push me. You have to really push me to be that type of person. I'm not really, I'm an assertive person, but I'm really kind of shy and passive. And it's like, they really pushed me. And I'm like, I gotta leave this place. Because I'm not trying to be in nobody's jail. And if I go to jail, I'm not going to be able to get no house. Like, that's how focused I was on trying to get a house. Like, so, girl, honey, that was the job from hell. Wells Fargo, I would never. Never. And it's like, every time that I was stressed, my drawer be short. And honestly, I wouldn't even put it past that. They probably was taking money out of my drawer. Because it was like a certain point of time, I was never short. And then I started being short. And then I realized, like, okay, I am short when I'm stressed out. So if I have to argue with somebody, and then the customers, oh my God, the customers don't know how to read, don't know how to write. Like, you have to explain, press continue. What you want me to hit? Accept? Continue. You have to say press the green button, press the red button, because they can't understand what continue and accept is. Like, that job, oh my God, it was the worst job I have ever had. And I would never, and like, the people, they so petty, so negative. Like, everybody, it's almost like everybody in that daggone branch, everybody in that branch is negative, you know. And it's like they almost wanted to jump on Michelle, like jump on I don't like Michelle bandwagon. And it's like, I'm cool. Like, hey girl, what you doing? Okay, I cooked this, I got this air fryer, da, da, da. You know, I'm always trying to talk, you know. And they just did not want to be my friend. And it's like, okay. But yeah, it was the worst. And I'm happy that I'm gone. I'm happy. I'm not happy that I don't have a job, because now I gotta find a job. You know, we're gonna have to take that journey together. But I'm damn sure happy I don't gotta go in there. And then the thing about it is, like, it's like they kind of all in cahoots. Like, it's almost like the branch manager listen to the service manager, but the service manager is under branch manager, and it's like whatever the service manager say, that's what the branch manager do. So it's like you really don't know who to listen to, because it looked like the service manager got the most power. And then it's like he like report back to the little birdie, like he like report to the little birdie, and it was just like, it's weird. Like, I'm so happy to be gone, so happy. And I say, if you work for Wells Fargo, I could say all around, they have management issues. And I would not work there. I would not. Alright, y'all. Well, that's it for today. And I'll come back with y'all when I'm trying to look for a job, because we're going to have to search together, because I ain't trying to be a broke. Okay. But alright, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me if you have had an experience like this, and tell me if I'm crazy or not. Let me know. Alright. But alright, thank you. Bye.